said.
Okay, we'll start in just a little bit. As soon as I see a couple of watchers hop on.
Or just get off the stats and ready up. I scored. I don't know.
I know you already did. So you said you want to wait and do the Valerian steel boxes like tomorrow, right?
Oh. AI?
Alright, let's get started. No time to waste. Okay, tonight we've got ourselves our monthly Game of Thrones break. So we've got our February break tonight. It is going to be a case of Season 4 and 2 boxes of Valerian Steel. And we're always sponsored by Blowout Cards. So, from request, we'll do these Valerian Steel boxes first, okay? You're not going to cut the sticker. The Valerian Steel, it's 3 packs. We have 4 packs in this one. So that means our 4th pack is either a pin, a shield. Actually, I can feel it. It's not. It's one of the Dothraki. No problem. So that's kind of a bummer. The 4th pack is, I don't want to call it a kiss of death, but it's not usually, it's usually one of the lesser relics.
Yeah.
This box looks thick too. I hope we didn't get... Damn. Got 4 packs in both of them. That sucks. This is a pin or a shield. And that's, what is it? You have a Faceless Man coin. And I can't remember what the other one is. Well, we'll do these first and get them out of the way. This one is the Dothraki blanket. I can feel, or is it the shirt? I forget the. I can feel the. It's puffy.
Remember if you go to parties, I'm not doing these stuff using.
So it's one of the 2. Yep, blanket. And that is too thick to go into a soft sleeve, so we will put this right into a team bag. And this is the Faceless Man coin. These, I think it is, feels round. I don't remember if there was anything else. Oh, these wrappers don't want to open. Oh no, Night King pin. Again, it's too thick for a soft sleeve, so slide that right into a team bag. Hopefully the autographs will make up for it. Alright, this one is just
now with a ball and a half.
One of the inserts. I forget what the die cut ones are. It's a Sansa die cut. here we got ourselves the lenticular and the Tom Lachine. There is the Faceless Man guy. That one's already on. There's our gold, and it's got a ding in the corner. Son of a gun.
Because
Carice Van Houten. And that's that corner. Just a little. Let me get it to focus. See a little chip right there in the corner. I don't know if it's the case or not, but the one thing I didn't like about the about this product is the boxes. I feel like they didn't protect the packs well enough.
I mean, I wouldn't be complaining if I were you. Every time, not a game expert on complaining after the scores. I mean, you scored. I don't know how you get any goals right there. Okay, we'll stop being so bad then.
And got ourselves our gray worm, gold. And Indira Varma.
Stud schmud.
So not too great of the two boxes.
That's from left back AI all the way up there. I think they can score right now. I don't know if you've seen the throw that quite quickly.
Toss them off to the side. Alright, let's get to it. So we got 6-7 people watching.
I thought of it.
And only one person's posted. There's our autograph already. Just golds. Whoops, foil. always thought, I'm not sure what it is, but Season 4's got a feel to the cards. It's almost like it's like the clear coat's different on them. You know, they kind of, I don't know, can't explain it.
There's not. Because we're geniuses. He's not.
There's our quotable. So I pretty much ended up in the middle of this draft. I think I had pick 16. If I know I took a quick look at it when I was copying it over to the first post in the break. So I need to make sure. Let's see, the Beautiful Death, the however you pronounce it, the Valor Margulis.
You better treat you well.
I'm not sure if I need any of those autographs from the Valerian Steel boxes. But hopefully something will still be there for me.
Yes, you better be treating that well.
Halfway down. I never picked any of the shields or pins or that will get out of here, so I take one of those too. So make sure you leave me something halfway down. You guys can have all the autographs. There's autograph number 2. You know what? Where's my tape? I really need to clean my desk.
That's sick.
Beautiful Death. So we still need relationships, second gold, and there's our second quotable.
Oh, get him out of here. Get him out of here. Oh my God. Wait.
There's the Valor or Ghoulish. This feels thick, so this is either going to be relationships or foil. And foil. And it's Season 4 not have relationships in it? Maybe, I know they don't always have. I'm just jumping over to the checklist. Beautiful.
Oh.
Oh yeah, no relationships in season 4. And we got Marjorie as our first. All men must die. Okay, we start with Ben Jones. That doesn't want to focus. There it goes.
There.
Hannah Murray. These are good secondary characters.
Uh-uh.
Oh, I want this thing. Yeah.
Oh, itchy. Pratt, Nosk, Grease, Hendo.
And okay. So if you're still checking in there, Will, do you read the I forget exactly what he calls it, but it's like Ask Steve or Ask the Boss or whatever for Rittenhouse. I could have sworn I had read that whatever the new, they were going to try and have a new product out in time to coincide with the season premiere of Game of Thrones, and I have not seen anything. Oh, autographs on top this time. Regarding a new set. Matter of fact, I think just today I saw they're doing one of those premium X-Files sets, where if you buy 2 boxes or 3 boxes, you get the whole thing. There's a Littlefinger. All men must die.
Oh, we need it's Pratt and Chauncey to play True.
I guess I'm on my own tonight. You're going too, Will?
Okay.
Hey, what's up, Liz? How'd you do in the black and white draft? Empire Strikes Back one. Doesn't want to open. There we go. Well, it all depends on what you're looking for. The base set will actually go really high, so there's 2 spots for that. Figure you'll get probably the middle of the road sketch, honestly, at spot 7, because there's only 17 spots in the break, so you're above the halfway point. Figure there'll be, I think when we did the first case, you'd have to look at that to kind of get an idea, but it was can't remember how many autographs versus sketches there were.
Oh, good.
We get one good autograph, and that really changes things. There was a gold Beautiful Death right there. Well, I would tell you that I know since you don't collect Star Wars, you're probably not interested in the base set, but it is neat. It's something different, being that it's all in black and white. It's not. I mean, they use the same images over and over and over again. So it's different images. I don't know if you were on. I was just right before you posted. I was just asking. Do you read the blog or whatever it is where it's Ask Steve on Rittenhouse's website? So you can ask how you pronounce their last name, Charndorf. I thought I remember reading that they were going to try and release Game of Thrones to coincide with the season premiere. But I would say that without any solicitation yet. Yeah, I've never posted either. I just read.
Alright, girl, though.
Oops, now I'm reaching the wrong spot. Alright. Oh, okay. Yeah, as I say, Blowout had just posted for sale another X-Files set. Alright, we start with Ian Beatty, and Ian White.
What is it?
Yeah, I think with the Walking Dead autograph break, it's fun, it's simple. It's only 20 cards in the whole thing. You don't have to worry about any base or the 500 different, fake relics and whatever that they do. The only thing is, we've opened just about 3 cases now, and they've been really good. So I'm afraid that we're gonna have a letdown. I guess one just got shifted. I thought maybe we might have our relic.
Who's down there?
And the big thing was in that last break,
There's people there. People here.
Herschel only has
That's fine.
like 26 cards in the whole set, and then we pulled one of his.
That's not.
Now it looks like the big one is there's our autograph.
Oh, they're fighting. Yep, they're from the third party.
But yeah, Michonne, I think they said only has 9 cards in the set. Now I don't know if there's any other parallels for them, because the Herschel that we pulled was a base, and it was only numbered out of 26.
It's the third party. I've been marking them all day. In front of us, in front of us. Please tell them.
But yeah, the 3 guys in particular, they're doing the lion's share of the break. I didn't expect the first one. We did 2 case break. We couldn't fill it. It went down. We lost a few boxes, and now we're filling a case in 2 hours. Can't get this in the slow sleeve. There we go.
Yeah, who's throwing those grenades? Yeah, they're not. Someone's not throwing them. I'll find that rock. Okay, let's go. Not now.
Yeah, I had,
Got him.
you're not supposed to pay for a break until after it moves to active. I mean, anymore. If the break is full and somebody wants to pay, I used to refund the payment, but it's, for what? For a few hours, a day at the most. So, but the very first person, they actually paid before it was full. They're like, here, I just paid you now. I said, I know it's going to be full in a little bit, so just get ahead of the game.
Yo, whoa. Oh, full squad, dude.
I did request the random on it. I might not have posted it because I was trying to do 12 things at once right before I started this. By the time I get home from work and spend 2 minutes with the family and eat dinner, and it's already 8:30.
I think you finished the guy I'm not. I really like shopping.
Well, the last break, the one guy, the Beast, he had 9 spots in the break, and I think his best spot was 3rd, which was kind of surprising. And then it just went downhill from there.
So leave that match. This is one match. Don't keep chewing on a retainer.
I'm actually a little worried about the Outlander break. That filled today. I requested for it to be moved to active. It did not yet. And I just happened to check, and everything for Outlander's been moved to out of stock. So I don't know when they did that exactly, because I had checked on the website 2 days ago, and it was still, everything was still up, and it was the same price. I'm going to have to shoot a message straight to Blowout and not wait for them to do it. I didn't do either. Alright. Oops. Start with Francis McGee. And then our second, which I'm looking at this thing and it looks pretty damn, it's a little off cut. Una Chaplin. I know that there's problems with these cards. Come on, let's focus. Oh, this is brutal. There we go. So you can see, I'll show you the top. It's a little bit, but not much at all. I think this one's in really nice shape compared to some of the others. When I list a break, they do not put it aside for me unless I put a deposit on it. And something like Outlander, that it took, you know, a while to fill, I would not put a deposit on it anyway, because I don't, if it doesn't fill, I mean, I'm sure they would just apply the deposit to something else, but I don't want to have my money tied up in something that I'm not going to break. Yeah, like I said, I know that that's a rarer card because of the condition of it. So 9 times out of 10, though, even when it's not like something like that happens, I'll still be able to get it. So I'll, like I said, I'll shoot Blowout an email tonight or tomorrow just to make sure. Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to flip these around because I think it's the one on the right. It seems to be the top pack has always been the autograph, and the one on the left is the bottom pack. I think, unless I got them backwards.
Yeah. Let's just dip. Like north.
But just in general, it's very rare for there to be an issue. You know, once in a while, something's sold out before we get the break full.
this stuff. Yeah. Off behind us. I mean, I don't have one either, dude.
So what are we going to do next month for our break? And I know we started with that season 7 archive box. How I don't remember how hard is are the relics to pull out of season 7's cases? It's our first autograph.
There you go.
I mean, season 7's a pretty brutal case.
Ooh, purple body armor.
Man, that'd be cheaper too. I don't know what it is right now, but season 7 case I think was the cheapest. Or like we've been doing, you know, a Valerian steel box or two to go with it, or maybe I never asked them if they have any of the incentive cards laying around from any of the seasons.
Blue body in here, blue body armor in here.
Could build into it. All right. David Bradley.
Oh, yeah, too. Yeah, I'll see that.
And Kerr Logan. Come
on. Hemlock's a burst. Hemlock's a burst, I think.
Of course, these two Valerian boxes that we just opened were not the best. blanket and the Night King pin were our 2 relics. Let's see who we got. We got Mama Sand. Oops. Grey Worm. Faceless Man. And who was the 4th? Oh, it was Melisandre, but it's got a ding in it. Actually, it's not a ding, it's a chip. Still got it. We got to pull some good autographs out of this case to make up for those 2 boxes.
Yep. Same as it was on the August next.
Try and leave those for last.
I was for shields and stuff. Nothing. Good mark. Okay.
There's 7 people watching right now, and you're the only one talking.
There's another one?
Got all these lurkers.
Oh, Lena. Oh, it's right here, right here, right here. Go on the other side. Oh, it's on the other side. Turn.
Autograph.
Open it back.
And autograph. Ugh. Come on, I gotta get better. Benton McKeown. And it wouldn't be a case without Eugene Simon.
It's year 17, right?
Excuse me. Oh, him. Well, how close do you is close? Because isn't the Tom Hopper from season 7 where he's like kind of riding in on a horse? I mean, it's not as it's not as far away as that one, but I think that's the card. If I'm thinking of the right one, but it's Dickon Tarley. How you doing there, Bawdy? Gonna be doing Star Wars Empire Strikes Back black and white tomorrow night, probably. Sansa. But the random for that black and white Empire Strikes Back black and white break was just a couple hours ago, so I should be able to do it tomorrow night. For Star Wars, I was asked to do a break of that Authentics that's coming out, where you get a autographed photo and then a random card. I gotta check and see if I want to do that one or not, because the checklist is I think is going to be tough. There's like 30 signers and 6 of them are the same guy. So 20% of the single signers are the same person. I think that leads to a tough break.
keeping.
Yeah, we're just about there. Can I do Topps Last Jedi? Well, I did a Series 2 case not that long ago, about maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah. Ben Hawkey. And Amy Richardson.
Oh,
Are you on Blowout, Bawdy? What I always tell everybody, if you're looking for a Star Wars break, if you post it up in there, and then if enough people have interest in it, I'll be honest with you, Star Wars is getting really tough. People are really starting to get burned out on it. Okay. But, I mean, Topps, it's the same thing. I mean, the Walking Dead autograph collection is going well, but everything else has been pretty much a bomb. That Topps has just put out just way too much stuff. There's our case topper. Come on. Put this thing in a soft sleeve. Kind of a shame. I was actually trying to do a break of this year's Stellar, but Stellar is definitely not stellar. I saw Houdini's going to try and do another break of it, or try again, I should say, because they dropped the price again. Price on that, it's almost at distributor price, which is pretty much what it's worth. Yeah, well, that's just it for this year's. Nobody paid that. They're actually only selling. It's like $6,500 now. Everybody took a bath on this one. Yeah, I hope Mark Hamill comes back and signs again for him. I don't think I've seen any release on his end as to, you know, why he's not signing. If it's just because he's busy or he doesn't want to. I know he's not happy. That I remember reading about how his character got killed off.
Because you see their playing tag.
I was actually thinking about maybe trying another case of Galaxy. I liked Galaxy. I think I liked it better than Finest. Well, the best Star Wars set, or at least my most favorite, I really like Star Wars Evolution. I thought that was a nice set. I'm big on the base cards. The only critique I would have is that the cards were a little dark. But besides that, I think it was just whatever color scheme they went with the color, you know, with the refractor finish on it. Because the parallels were a lot nicer. But that, and then probably the first Masterworks, 2012. That was phenomenal. We had opened up a couple of cases of that. I remember we caught a James Earl Jones framed autograph. That was a redemption. And there was two sketches in particular. One was of, I think it was of Carrie Fisher from Return of the Jedi, where she's slave Leia. And then one was an AT-AT. One of them was done by Charles Hall. 2015. Oh, I said 2012, didn't I? Yeah, you know what I meant.
Yeah, what do you do? You don't say Ellen James.
Yeah, unfortunately, some of my videos are not, they're not around anymore because I wasn't using YouTube in the beginning. I was using Ustream, and sometimes I would get an error and the video would not upload. So I think some of my first videos are gone. So I'm sure there's some that are just not there anymore. Yeah. That wasn't, I tell you what, the commercials didn't really do much for me during the Super Bowl, but that one, I was not expecting that one, not at all. Maybe that means they're not going to do any more of the those commercials, the Bud Light commercials. Tell you what, though, I honestly think that if Rittenhouse is going to do a set that they say is going to be similar to or an expansion, or coming off of the Valerian Steel set. Oh, I never saw that sketch card. Alright, Alexandra Dowling. But they should do a Dragon Glass set and make all the cards acetate. And Carice Van Houten. Be honest with you, Trevor, we're really, his break is definitely subpar right now. Still have 5 more boxes to try and get something. I don't know, it just seems logical that they would do something like that, or maybe if it's going to be any kind of an encompassing, you could do fire and ice, where you have, something where it's got like dragon flames on it, and then you got Night King cards, or I'm sure they got plenty of stuff that they could do. There's our autograph.
Wow. Oh, shut up. Shut your mouth, you little bitch.
Nope, they were not, Trevor. Night King pin and a Dothraki blanket, and then our autographs were Melisandre, and she's got a little chip in the corner. The Faceless Man guy, Tom, whatever his last name is, however you pronounce it. Grey Worm, and I already forgot who the fourth was. Melisandre, Grey Worm. Indira Varma. Yeah, once I opened up the boxes and I saw that both had 4 packs, I was like, oh, that's not good. Well, the movie itself will definitely be a hit. They always are. I hope that Topps doesn't kill us with 15 sets again. The only positive to having boxes like that is for my Valerian Steel set, you know, I didn't collect any relics. I haven't, and you know, I barely did autographs. So one of those two will hopefully still be around.
Oh, cool. That's really good too.
Oh, we got a sketch.
Another free win, isn't it?
What is there, a Game of Thrones theme park?
Restrictions to your... Like, I would just play this game.
I'm not sure what you're asking. Or is it a Star Wars theme park?
Like, I would play. Yeah. He's trying me again.
Alright, we'll start. Anton Lesser. Anton. Is it delayed again?
Yeah.
I didn't see.
Cool.
Oh, now we're talking. Good old Cersei. I thought the next week, was it next week or 2 weeks, was pretty well set. Okay, now we got ourselves. I haven't seen this name in a long time.
Silly.
Let me just get in close so it'll focus on the name. Well, I know Orville got pushed back to April. All right, help me out. When I see the shadowed figure in the winter like that, I thought it was going to be Ben, but I don't remember him holding an axe.
Please kick him. Yeah. No, probably notifications on there.
Oh, it's a White Walker. This is where I got to go back and watch the show, because I remember when
Oh, good touch. That's cool.
was that season 6? When did Uncle Ben save? Okay, yeah, there you go. You answered my question. Was that season 6 when he saved Jon Snow?
Oh, smooth.
So, Trevor, okay.
The guy who
Yeah, Orville got pushed back to the end of April. I don't know if it was confirmed why, but everybody just kind of figures that when they announced that they got Seth MacFarlane for Rittenhouse. I mean, I know, I know it's been, geez, can't believe it's been this long now, but it's been, what, 5 months now that George passed away. I think he did a lot for Cryptozoic. I think their card part is really, just in a shambles, trying to get everything squared away and, get people to replace everything that he did. Yeah, I mean, the only thing that's weird about that is that it's the 15th is a Friday. Well, the thing that worries me is that when Blowout takes everything offline, that usually means they're going to raise the price. So as long as I still get my case, yes, buddy. Empire Strikes Back, black and white, tomorrow night. And that won't take quite as long as this one because it's a smaller case. That's 8 boxes and 7 packs per.
I can't believe I hit the crossbar.
Where are you at in the world, buddy? If you're still on, it'll be the same time too.
He was probably 5 minutes. Or is that 5? Yeah, that's fine. So we do those. 8 cards twice. both 3 times.
Yeah, I was just Baldy. I was just asking where you're, where you live. You're in the same time zone, or like Trevor here that started posting. He's over in Australia. Okay, just up in the Great White North. I visited Toronto once. That's about as far as I can say. Didn't venture too much into it. 6 hours from New Jersey, then you're probably not too far then, over New York. Well, I'm a fan of most sports, I just don't get the time to watch them. Oh, are you kidding me? A double autograph. I hate that when that happens in Game of Thrones cases. David Bradley. Actually, my son and I, we've watch a lot of soccer nowadays. And Donald Sumter.
Yes, no loss. He said handout.
I would say so. This way. Nope, I got them backwards. There's the autograph already. I'm not sure I'm following you there, William. When you say your first SIG was Tobias, is that the first autograph you ever pulled? Your first Game of Thrones autograph, or?
Go on.
You know, that is true, because when we first started opening up the old cases, the very first season 1 case we opened, I think that was a season 1 case, we pulled 2 Momoa autographs. So, I mean, that wasn't a bad double to get. Alright, here's a good, here you go, ready? Good discussion topic now, while we're finishing up here. How long have you been collecting non-sport cards, and what was the very first non-sport product you ever opened? Yes, Buddy, I do. I enjoy opening packs. My fingers get a little tired after a while, but yeah, it's like you get to enjoy, spread the fun with other people.
What isn't a goal?
I know, especially in the sports end of it, group breaks are kind of sometimes going to be kind of not a good thing, because the breakers are trying to kill you on making profits. All right, let's see what we got. Journey to the Force Awakens 2015.
One more.
Boy, are you a youngin' there, Buddy?
Bounce.
You know what, Liz? I completely forgot about Garbage Pail Kids. That's right. I had those things stuck all over my my folders. And when did that come out? 86, right? 85. Sure, Pokemon counts. Why not? That's what, 1998, right? Yeah. I don't think I would count. The only reason I'm not counting Garbage Pail Kids is because I didn't collect them. I mean, like I said, we used to, all my folders in, I guess I was in middle school then, right? Well, no, I would have been in high school, because I would have been 13. But,
I don't know if it's us lagging, but it's them lagging from us off.
I would say the first thing I really remember collecting would have been 1995 Marvel Metal. Had a little bit of the Flair stuff that was out around the same time, 94 and 95. Oh, geez, you know what? I just remembered. My dad. So I grew up in a bar. My parents owned a bar, and the store that we used to go to buy the cigarettes and the pretzels and chips and stuff like that, they also sold some cards, and sometimes he would come home with cards. And I remember I had Incredible Hulk from Topps. Couldn't tell you when they were when they came out. I guess that would have been late 70s, early 80s, somewhere in that area. John Stahl. And poor Kerry Ingram. I like that signature. It's a nice signature. There was the TV show, The Incredible Hulk, Bill Bixby. That probably was, I don't remember when that came out. Right? Sometime, I'll just say somewhere between 79 and 83.
Please stop saying everything you go after every single hit you have. Alright, just finish it. That's a goal. Let's see.
But now with the Garbage Pail Kids, I've been doing case breaks for
Nosh. Or at least you know it.
4 years.
What's Nosh? What? Oh. I was looking at Joshy Posh's.
I'm trying to remember what the first break I did was. It might have been Batman from Rittenhouse. Not 100% sure.
I know a Chinese person.
This amazing gig. This is, believe me, if I didn't like cards, I would not be doing this, not even a little bit. I do this because I enjoy cards. That's what I mean. Unlike a lot of those bigger breakers that you see that are in this thing to actually make money, you know, they upcharge the cases and that's the best part of the whole break, when you guys get to watch me fall asleep. Here's the thing, you never see my face, you only see my hands. So if you see me like this and then the pack is just like that for like 5 minutes, well, really all I did was so back in 2007 I bought a box or two of Marvel Masterpieces from Blowout online, and then I got an invitation to join the forum, so I joined the forum January of 08, I think. So I was on here for a while, you know, just shooting the breeze, talking cards, and I was still doing sports cards then too, you know, collecting. And then I saw these group breaks people were doing, and I said, hey, how come nobody's doing ones for non-sports? So I said, hey, can I do non-sports? And I got myself vetted. Make sure I'm not some scammer. And that's it. I mean, there's really not much to it. I mean, my biggest thing is, like I said, I like opening cards, and you know, helping people build their collections. And you can talk to Trevor specifically, because
Quite clearly.
he seems to join just about every single break I do. But you know, there's really not much money in it, for at least not the way I do it. I don't even think I make minimum wage for the amount of hours I put in. But like I said, I'm okay with that. I enjoy it. Whoops. Yeah, this 10-pound box I got sitting over on my shelving over there with all your cards in it.
Nice.
Yeah, Trevor, just as we're talking about all these old shows and the different card sets and stuff, on TV in Australia, do you guys have, there's a lot of channels now. Oh yeah, oh boy, that guy, Nikolai Alphabet. But over the last few years, they've been adding these channels that they play all of these old TV shows. So a lot of the shows that we're talking about that we watched when we were kids, they've been replaying them. So I'll be flipping channels and Wonder Woman will be on, or the A-Team and Knight Rider, and older shows too, if you want to see Adam 12 or something like that. Do they have channels like that where you are?
That is.
Ellie Kendrick. And Dominic Carter. Well, thank God we got a sketch. I mean, there's still one more box to go, which, unless I'm getting my seasons mixed up, there has to be a relic or a pin or a shield or whatever in that last box. Right? Isn't season 4 the one? Oh, I still have the checklist open. Let me just make sure I'm not misremembering. Yeah, shield and pins. Because it was combined, you get 2 per case. You definitely won't get 2 sketches in a case. I've gotten 2 shield pins and a sketch, but the fact that we're on to the last box. No, you get, like I said, it's a combined 2 per case. You're supposed to either get 1 sketch and 1 pin or 2 pins. So it'll be pretty obvious when I take these packs out. There'll be one super thick pack. And there it is. I mean, not, again, not like it's anything crazy, but and they're all numbered out of 350, 3 something. if I remember. Talk to you later there, buddy. Yeah, hoping we'll have a good case of Star Wars. That this Star Wars is just, it's just like Walking Dead anymore. Topps is just overproducing the hell out of it all.
Oh, that has diamonds. There's diamond too as well. I mean, look at his picture, there's his teams.
Like I'm not sure if you were on or not when I was talking about it, but somebody asked me to do the new Authentics, where you get the autographed photo, and then there's a special small card set, like 25 or 30 cards. There's something like 33 single signers, and when I say single signers, it's just different characters, and there's 6 Steven Stantons in the product as all different characters, and there's others that have multiples as well. Would you be interested in, would you take a spot in a break of Authentics? It's not cheap. I think it's like $100 because it's be a 24 spot, I think.
Oh, that's such a good shot. Oh, that was screaming.
Julian Glover. What are you smoking?
114 phone for that.
Yeah, look, the checklist came out yesterday. You ought to take a look at it. The only signers, by the way, from Solo were Paul Bettany and somebody else. There was 2 signers. Because they had the checklist sorted by the yeah, sure, anybody would rather have Julian Glover. I agree with you, Bawdy. But some people like the pictures too. It's not looking. Let's see the breaks we got going on now. Star Wars, not Star Wars, Star Trek, the Heroes and Villains, Next Generation. That one's not looking too good. I'm really surprised because that archive box, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff in it. Especially, I mean, geez, getting a Picard, a chance at a Picard, he's not getting any younger. I'm not sure what other ones are filling. Well, there's that Twin Peaks break, which I think it's already about 3/4 full. That's the biggest positive about getting the Authentics, because they're all done when by Topps.
That's where sometimes the ball straight up on ball cam I just leave the sensor where I am, and I forget what team I'm on.
I don't leave the United States, so I don't know. I haven't had to check the exchange rate. I think to Canada, isn't it just about even up? At least it used to be. Another double. All right, what'd we get? Okay.
So much.
Stark. And they're numbered out of 300. Oh wow, I didn't realize the exchange rate was that lopsided. I remember probably 10 years ago, give or take, maybe it was a little bit less, the Canadian dollar was actually worth a tiny bit more than the US dollar. It was like $1.05 US to $1 Canadian. All right, we'll start with our double. Another Amy Richardson.
I want credit for this. I want all credit for this.
And that's not too bad.
Yeah, I smashed
My
it.
buddy Podrick. All right, that is the break.
I got it. I got it. I got it.
Let me just tape up these wrappers and we'll do a quick recap. I remember a long time ago. When was it when the Olympics were in Australia? What year was that? Do you remember? I had a friend of mine who was buying, like a year or two before that, he was buying Australian currency because he figured that there'd be a spike because of the Olympics. I have no idea whatever happened with that. Okay, our Valerian steel boxes. We got Night King pin and a Dothraki blanket were our two relics. Autographs were Indira Varma, Carice Van Houten, Jacob Anderson, Faceless Man guy Tom Lashia, or however you pronounce his name. And I keep forgetting who the fourth one was. Indira Varma, Carice Van Houten, Jacob Anderson, and Tom. Oh yeah, that's four of them. Okay, autographs for our season 4 case. Okay, we got 2 Amy Richardsons, Daniel Portman, Ellie Kendrick, Dominic Carter, Kerry Ingram, John Stoll, Donald Sumter, David Bradley. We got 2 of him. We got ourselves a Warren Martinek sketch,
I can't find it.
which is nice. And I was saying about how I haven't seen Martinek in a long time. Lena Headey, so that's great. Anton Lesser, Carice Van Houten, Alexandra Dowling, Ben Hawkey, there's our other Amy Richardson, Finton, McCowan, Eugene Simon, there's our other David Bradley, Kerr Logan, there it is, I'll show you in a second. Francis McGee, Ian White, Ian Beattie, Hannah Murray, Finn Jones, and here's the Una Chaplin. You can see, I'll let that focus in, so you can see the signature number 1, which is nice.
No.
And look at the back line, or excuse me, the bottom line.
No.
It's really not bad at all. Top line is just the slightest bit miscut, but it is not bad at all. Better than the last one that we got a couple cases ago. All right. I'm not going to scan anything tonight. I'll scan tomorrow. I'll get everything all listed up, and then we can get picking, and then start thinking about what we can do for March. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on the next break.